everyone, this is Carrie from Celestial Forecasts. If you've been drawn to this reading, this is literally the only deck that I was guided to use for this particular batch of readings for each sign. So it's called Soul Lovers and Separation. This is for those of you who feel very connected to a person, regardless of where you are at on the journey, more than likely at a distance from one another. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what presents itself here. I am going to bring forward 3 different scenarios. So you get to choose which scenario you're most guided towards, okay? And let's take a look and see, based off of what you choose, if I'm able to tap into your situation, your journey. And if not, feel free to go ahead and, view all of the other scenarios that are coming through for this batch of readings. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get into it. All right, Taurus, welcome to your reading here. So let's go ahead and give you the opportunity to choose which card you're most drawn to. Feel free to go ahead and pause this video if you need extra time. We are focusing on soul lovers and separation, right? So go ahead and make your choice, and then let's go ahead and take a look at that energy. All right, so if you have chosen number 1, let's get into it. Let's take a look and see what it is that you need to know. And like all the other signs, I have not seen any of the messages. I deliberately made sure to not even look while I was shuffling. And once I knew that I had the 3 cards, I would just flip them over like this, not even looking at them. So we're all going to find out at the same time. All right, for number 1, I write you messages, then delete them because I just don't know what to say. I'm so sorry because I know that my silence is hurting you. I am healing and trying to find my strength to be honest with you about how I truly feel. Oh, wow. Okay, so, they're wanting to communicate, and that apprehension steps in, that hesitation, and then they end up deleting it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so let's clarify with some tarot here. And they acknowledge that the silent treatment, perhaps, the fact that you guys are not interacting, the fact that you guys are not talking, it's hurting you. They just need a little bit more time. Okay, so let's grab some insight here. For those of you who chose number 1, soul lovers and separation. Yeah, they're not ready to rush in and just, take action. They want to take things slow here. 6 of Swords, okay. And we have the Sun. All right, so I just feel a very positive vibe so far with what I am seeing, and that could certainly be picking up off of the need for them to continue to heal parts of themselves, so whatever might have separated the 2 of you, they want to take things slow. We see that here, but they're also just wanting to leave whatever happened in the past, whatever might have challenged the partnership. So they're trying to concentrate more so on what the future could possibly be if there is the opportunity to come back together. And I feel, when they think about you, it brings up all of those happy memories for them. We've got the Knight of Cups. Okay, we've got the Temperance card coming through here, guys. So that makes sense for me because there's the need for patience with something that's moving slowly. The Temperance card is acknowledging that there is this need for patience on your part, okay? That makes sense. So even though it's difficult to not hear from your person, I feel there's a greater reason for the silence for now, But they definitely think about you, okay? This is certainly somebody that you are romantically linked to. They want to be a part of your life, but they want to do things right this time. They don't want to hurt you. So they're trying to work on themselves. They're trying to be a better person. Look at this. So even though things are moving ever so slowly and there's this need for patience, I do feel that things will eventually pick up. We've got much faster movement with the 8 of Wands, and I'm just feeling here that we have a masculine who doesn't want to make the same mistakes that they made before. They want to be able to bring in the love, the romance, and coming from a good, authentic place. And look at this. We've got the King of Cups now, emotionally balanced. They've worked on themselves. They are 100% ready to dive in and offer their love, offer their heart, give their all in a relationship. So if you happen to be divine feminine, and if you've been wondering what's been going on with your masculine, this could very well be giving you that indication of what's happening with them. Look at this. This is also addressing their mental space right now. You know, they could be feeling isolated or mentally imprisoned by their thoughts. And I feel that that has a lot to do with why they could be writing these texts, messages, emails, and then they end up deleting them because they want to be able to say things perfectly. But in their eyes, it's just not coming through in that way for now. And here's the healing. Look at that, 4 of Swords. Rest and relaxation. That's exactly what is needed in this particular scenario. You know, that's what's going to bring about the healing and the recovery from whatever you guys might have been through that created the separation. This is beautiful as well. We've got the Magician, tools of manifestation. So that's ultimately what they're focused on. They want to be able to manifest union in the 3D when the time is right. So first, they're putting a lot of their energy into themselves, as they should, because that's what's going to help them to come towards you as the best version of who they are. And then we've got the Judgment card. So it makes such sense to me, guys, that if you chose number 1, your person, they think about you more than you realize. And they've worked on themselves. I feel that's a part of the transition that's coming in here. You know, they have gone through this awakening. They've had that day of reckoning, and they understand things so much clearer. And I have a feeling they're going to want to come in and talk to you and address the issues. And possibly, you know, if you're open to it, discuss a potential for a reconciliation to be able to fix and address all of the stuff that might have caused some issues before. Bottom of the deck, we do have the Death card. Some of you could be thinking of Scorpio here. So, you know, even though you guys are in separation, I feel that was a necessary time to spend away from each other in order to create change and transformation in your own lives so that you guys can come back together as 2 people fully healed in however way you needed that, and to be able to be the best that you can for each other. So I'm kind of feeling here for number 1, there's a really good chance for working this out and coming back into union. That's what I've got there. Beautiful. All right, so let's go ahead and grab the second message. So if you ended up choosing message number 2, let's discover and see what that is going to tell you. So again, I have not seen it. We're all going to see it together. So here we go. I admire you. I care about you. I trust you. I respect you. And I love you unconditionally. You are my true love. But, you know, again, we're focusing on soul lovers that are not together, in separation. Regardless of that, though, they're telling you here that they still have so much love for you. They respect you as a person. Okay, so let's go ahead and find out what we can with some tarot messages. I'll be pulling from my TANIELU tarot here. All right, angels and spirit guides, please, for Taurus. If you chose number 2, here it is. All right, they see you as their true love. But there was a time when they could have been promiscuous as well. They could have maybe treated you more like an option rather than their true love. Because Knight of Wands, you know, yes, they're all about their adventure, having fun. But they could also be the type that really is not ready to settle down. They're not ready to be exclusive. They're not ready to get into anything too serious. Yep, 7 of Cups. They've got other options, you know, and maybe at that time, and what created the separation is that they just weren't ready to give up on all these other people. or options in their life, opportunities. They wanted to have fun. They wanted to have their cake and eat it too, that type of thing. All right, what else here for number 2? Yeah, Page of Cups. You know, they were all about this curiosity. It's like, I wonder, you know, what that connection could be like. Let me go ahead and explore. And then, you know, it's like leaving a kid in a candy store. They just could not make up their mind. They just had way too many choices, too many options when it came to love, romance, and they were just pretty foolish, I feel, with how they conducted themselves in the partnership. So that in and of itself could have separated the two of you because you just didn't feel like they were even fully invested in the relationship with you. And the next card is the Ten of Swords. So if this relates to what you've been through with this person, absolutely you feel betrayed. Absolutely you feel like they backstabbed you. Not a pleasant thing to go through. And look at this. Hierophant representing Taurus energy. All you wanted from this person was their undivided attention. All you wanted was full commitment, but they could not give that to you, unfortunately. Got the World. So more than likely when they couldn't offer that to you, you probably ended the partnership, you know. And this right here certainly represents that cycle that phased out. It closed, it's completed. But you know, the beautiful thing about this card is that it opens up a new cycle for you. So you might have had to let go of somebody who just wasn't on the same page as you. And this could be a new cycle that's coming in, actually. This could be a new person. You're in separation for a reason, but there could be somebody new. I'm just kind of feeling somebody new that could come in. Could be a Cancer. You know, so you're able to overcome some of the more challenging experiences you had with this person and find love again. Ace of Swords. You know, life putting you on this trajectory to be able to find somebody better suited for you, I feel. I'm just getting that for number 2. You guys are in separation for a reason, and I feel if you walked away or if you severed ties from this person, you did yourself a favor here because you're meant to experience so much better. You know, but I'm also getting that somebody who had way too much going on in their love life before and just treated you like an option, you know, you couple that up with the Page of Cups and the Ace of Swords, what once was their curiosity is now clarity. So if they didn't recognize you to be the person that they really wanted to be with 100%, they get it now. Okay? So that could be coming through for some of you. They were just blind to what this represented initially, but now that they have matured, maybe they have learned particular lessons in their life, and now they see that you guys belong together. But I'm just kind of feeling for some of you, you're really going to need to make them work for this because, yes, they've learned their lesson, but I feel that you shouldn't make it too easy for them to return. That's just what I'm feeling there. Don't make it too easy. Look at this. Oh, look at this. Queen of Pentacles, which interestingly enough represents Taurus. And then we've got the Queen of Swords right next to that. Okay. We might have had a masculine who was juggling, who was torn between you and maybe another person. But Divine Feminine Taurus, if this represents you, you could have certainly had both qualities of both of these cards, and as giving and generous as you were with your love, with your heart, with your affection, with everything that you gave this person, once they were just giving you crumbs and shortchanging you and, you know, treating you like an option, you exercised the energy of that Queen of Swords and you probably ended things and cut them out. Look at this, 10 of Wands, followed by the 2 of Swords. Look at these cards. 3 of Swords, you see? They hurt you, they broke your heart, and now that's the burden they are carrying. That could be their guilty conscience that's just weighing heavily on them now because things are just not progressing. It seems to be stuck with this one. But I'm also feeling for some of you that the potential to move forward and find love elsewhere, that certainly is coming through here, you know? So the separation for this one, it needed to happen because this could be the universe's way of telling you, you deserve better. So why would you take someone back who just treated you like an option, who treated you badly, who betrayed you, who broke your heart? So just be mindful of accepting somebody in who treated you in that way. Because if you're coming in as both the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Swords, Divine Feminine, you are a badass, okay? Somebody else here could benefit from that beautiful heart of yours. And this is you not willing to just accept anyone back in. They need to earn their way back in. That's what I've got. Ooh, that was intense, guys. All right, so I don't know what that one's for, but that is what I got. I just feel that one is dominated by the Divine Feminine. You know, somebody who treated you wrong, and this time you're standing up for yourself and you're not going to take crumbs. That ain't happening. All right, so message number 3. If you chose this 3rd card, here is your message, guys. Every night, I just want to be home. Home is in your arms. Some of you guys might have actually lived together. That's a possibility. So let's see here. They miss you. Something about the nighttime. They might think a lot about you. Maybe when they're getting ready to go to sleep. I'm getting this for some of you, especially if you live together. You might have kicked them out of the house. I don't know. I'm just getting that. All right, Taurus. For those of you who chose number 3, here it is. You're just ready to move on, you know? Yep, you've got your guard up when it comes to this person. You guys were certainly not on the same page at one point in time. We see the disagreements of the 5 of Wands here. Part of the reason, too, why you guys are no longer together is because they were maybe talking to other people. They've expressed interest maybe in somebody else. You guys might have even talked about long-term commitment, marriage, starting a family. We've got the 9 of Swords. So I feel whoever this represents, they're not in a good mental space. You know, we see this image right here. It's like, okay, what have I done? They're feeling paranoid. They're anxious. They could be dealing with depression. They're struggling a little bit here, especially when they think about you. You know, home is in your arms. They miss you. They miss being with you in the physical sense. And I don't mean that sexually. I just mean being with you in the 3D. Let's see what else here. What else for number 3? Okay, we've got the Strength card. You could be dealing with a Leo here. So what I'm kind of feeling from this person is they're anything but feeling strong right now. It's just the opposite. I feel they're not feeling very confident. They could be feeling weak in the sense that, you know, they're not sure what to do perhaps to make this a reality here. Let's see what else. Look at these cards. 5 of Cups. Wow. And we have Pisces coming through with the Moon. Deception, illusion. Ooh, they're feeling it. They are really feeling the emptiness, your absence, just the fact that you're not there. I feel they're struggling more than they're letting on, honestly. Look at the next card. We've got the Seven of Swords followed by the Queen of Swords. Divine Feminine, you might have had a masculine who cheated on you, who lied to you, who didn't appreciate you, who just didn't have the same vision of what it was that you were looking for in the relationship. And so rather than acting from a place of integrity and perhaps breaking things off where you guys could have been civil with each other, they chose to maybe go behind your back and cheat. You know, we've got this betrayal of the Seven of Swords. They were lying, they were deceptive, they were dishonest. So my feminines, you weren't going to put up with that. It makes sense that when it comes to number 3, you guys are at a stalemate. There's nothing happening here. But they could still be focused on you, thinking about you, wishing that you were a part of their life. But part of the anxiety and the paranoia here and why it feels like such a nightmare for them is because they're not quite sure how to make this go away. You know, that anxious feeling. How could they even fix things? They're also fearful, perhaps, Divine Feminine, that you've already moved on. That you've left this situation behind and you're not interested in revisiting this partnership. We've got the Four of Cups. Okay, so they're going through it big time. Anxiety, depression, despair, feeling lost, no sense of direction, feeling insecure. You name it, they're going through it. I feel that if you chose number 3, and obviously only if it makes sense for you, that you're not either interested in reconnecting with this person, you're in a much better place in your life, you've moved on, or it's just been way too long since you guys have broken up and interacted, and maybe this person feels like if they were to reach out, would you reject them? Would you even be open to talking to them? Or is it too late? Have they missed out on the opportunity to try to fix things here? Let me grab one more. For number 3, we do have the King of Cups coming through here. You know, so this is a tale, I feel, of a person who treated you wrong. And the way it's presenting itself here, it could be a masculine who might have created some drama through a third party, or certainly infidelity, some sort of betrayal. And Divine Feminine, you didn't put up with it, so you probably ended things or cut them out. And the ironic part of all that is, if the masculine is now coming through as the King of Cups, that's exactly what you wanted them to be in the first place. But if you've already moved on, timing could be completely off at this point. So what we're seeing here is their desire to start again, to have a new beginning. They still feel guided towards you. They really see this as a wish that they want to be able to manifest in the 3D. Okay, so if you guys can actually have a chance to really talk about everything and get everything out on the table, no holding back, you know, and there has to be this opportunity to just get everything off your chest, and hopefully at the end of that conversation can have forgiveness, an apology come forward, healing, peace, comfort, you know, in however way it's needed, closure. For some of you, that might be enough to open up your heart to the possibility of a reconciliation. It's not for everybody, but I feel for those of you who have missed this person as well, and you're wanting them back, there's so much here that needs to be addressed and talked about, but it's not impossible for you guys to make it work, only if the two of you can get onto that same wavelength, wanting the same things, working through the same things, having the same vision as to what it is that you both want to manifest in the future. If you guys can actually get there, for number 3, I feel there's a chance. All right, guys, so that is what I have for this reading. Hopefully between this one or the other two, there was a scenario that was really speaking to you, that you were able to relate to and helped offer you guidance regarding your situation. If you are interested in your own reading, however, I would love to do that for you. That info is down below in the description box. I'll go ahead and link the decks you see here. Thank you so much, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.